Taapsee called me
Okay.
and said, I have this story I want you to read. Imtiaz, who's the reason why I'm here, when he came to give me a hug just to give his wishes. Oi! You dare! You dare!
One second.
So good, man.
So my guest on the show today has just not been a rock star in her childhood, but she continues to be a rock star even today. Her dil is not that bechara because she is rock solid and has paved her way in this industry today. Can you guess who she is? Come with me. So welcome Sanjana, welcome to Pinkvilla.
Thank you so much. Pink indeed.
Yeah, fully pink. I was just telling these guys, Pinkvilla had a restaurant.
It would be like this.
It would be exactly like this.
Perfect.
So how have you been? Tell me what's been up.
Oof. I think I've had some of the busiest and just craziest few months of my life, at least yet. On Dhak Tak, it's been like 87 different locations in 45 days. So I haven't slept on the same bed for a single night continuously now for the last 2 months.
But do you believe that you're blessed to stay busy? Because they say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 100%, and I've always felt that, you know, even since I was like a kid and even in school, and my mind used to always be like, okay, if there are 14 waking hours, what can I do to make sure that each of these hours is not like hyper productive, but where I'm feeling like aaj kuch kiya hai. Because that feeling is the best. So you go to bed feeling very satisfied. So staying busy is definitely a blessing.
So you don't procrastinate?
No,
Or
I'm too much of like I'm that
Focus.
way. Yeah, the nerd in me kicks in, and then it's like I don't procrastinate. So even if I'm like hanging out with friends till late at night, I'll sleep a little less, but I will have to wake up in the morning and get Pilates done or read that book, because I need to do that for myself. It's not because of any other reason.
So like you said, you usually read a book or do Pilates. So we're actually shooting this interview in the morning. I want to know, if not this interview, what would Sanjana be doing at this hour?
So Sanjana has not had a life of her own for the past few months. Typically right now I can only imagine myself yanking onto a flight or running somewhere. But if it's like a regular day at home here, it's always like waking up and doing yoga. It's a given. So it's between yoga and Pilates and getting a book in and a solid breakfast in, and then just carrying on with work.
I really want to know, does yoga help? Like in what way? In terms of your mental peace, how has it helped you?
As an actor and with the chaos that surrounds us, with all the noise, you have to find your own mechanisms to find your center. So because you keep hearing, do you get your moments alone, XYZ? The reality is you don't. So you have to create those moments. So it's not yoga like hectic Ashtanga where I'm doing like 1.5 hours. Sometimes it's a 15-minute flow, sometimes it's 45 minutes. But it's something. It's just so that your body doesn't feel lost. Because someday you're in Leh, someday you're in Dubai, you can feel very, out of... Overwhelmed,
One dark side of your job that is not as glamorous as it looks.
I wouldn't say dark side because I think that's too harsh. But there are many things that you have to make peace with, One of the major ones for me has been to realize and accept that you can't be there for friends and family the way you want to. And you can't be around them as much as you want to. So if for the last 2.5 months I haven't slept on my own bed, that's also meant that I haven't got mom's hug or dad's, words of wisdom in the morning that get me going. And missed my best friend's wedding, for example, or not been there for their promotion at work. Just small things like that. But they also understand, and if you're blessed if you have a support system that truly understands.
How do you make it up with them?
You know, I used to take a lot of pressure and a lot of guilt pehle because I've been that friend. I'm a very passionate friend.
Okay.
I'll try and be there, I'll go out of my way, I'll catch a flight, not sleep, make it. But when I can't, I can't. And
Yeah.
now they understand that. Like, I'm missing my brother's 30th birthday in 5 days and I know that I'm missing it.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it, you know.
Do you believe, and what's your route of manifestation?
My manifestations are very internal. I don't think I verbalize them to myself also fully.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
There's no gratitude journal happening.
there's gratitude, but there's no, like, if you ask me what are my 5-year plans, or like if you at 16 would have asked me what's your dream,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
Yeah.
I just vaguely knew, you know.
Even the fact where you said about I did not think of myself what is going to happen 2 years down the line. There was this really interesting thing that Vicky Kaushal said once. He was like, he asked that where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Yeah.
And he said, if I give myself 5 years from now, I'm going to limit myself to that.
Absolutely.
What if the universe has bigger
plans.
plans for me?
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happened with you.
Absolutely. It was Om screening the other day, and Imtiaz, who's the reason why I'm here, when he came to give me a hug just to give his wishes, that's the one thing we spoke about. It was that if you would have written down in a diary that, you know, at 13 I would do Rockstar, and then at 25 I would be
A leading
where
lady,
I am
yeah.
right now. We couldn't have written that down. So just let things happen. But not in the sense that sit back and let things happen.
Yeah.
I believe that luck only works when it meets hard work.
But what do you do on days where things are not going according to what you think or you've planned? How do you cope with those days?
When I was 22, 21, when I was new to all of this, I used to feel so overwhelmed and sometimes confused, sometimes lost, sometimes, you know, because so many things are happening to you so fast.
Yeah.
But then through the pandemic, patience is something that we have all, I think all of us have just, it's ingrained.
Yeah.
So now the fact that things take their own time, things will not always go your way. I've actually understood these things. It's not just quotes on a book anymore.
Right. You know what I'm very curious to know is, such a bright student, like you said, so into her studies, very nerdy. What did your parents have to say when you chose this path?
When Rockstar happened, my mom is a working person. My parents work together.
Yeah.
She voluntarily told dad that you take care of stuff for this period because I have to go with Sanj. We flew overnight to Dharamshala. We were in Dharamshala, we were in Srinagar.
Yeah.
You know, she was there with me every single day because at that time I was just 13 years old. And after that, when the acting bug bit me on Rockstar and I just wanted to audition all the time.
Yeah.
From Delhi, I'm a Delhiite sitting in Delhi. Dad used to co-act with me in auditions. My father has, for ads,
Okay.
the setup used to be school से वापस आए, जल्दी से change किया, किसी casting director ने brief भेजा, and this is like 2012, 2013 to WhatsApp and all, we couldn't even send
files,
clips and send files, so it was a very physical process. So our brilliant casting directors, Anmol Ahuja, Mukesh Chhabra, they all would send their people from Delhi to the house.
What are you saying?
And Papa would co-act with me or mom would shoot.
Okay.
Or my best friends in our school canteen would take my auditions. So it's all the people that are in my life have contributed to have
everything.
Yeah.
What was it like when you got to know that you're doing this film, like Rockstar? And that too with Ranbir Kapoor, because I know you weren't very starstruck.
Yeah.
But what was that experience like? Still, as a 13-year-old, was it you were not starstruck just generally, or was it because you were too young to understand the entire...
I think it was a mix. It was that helped.
Yeah.
When I landed in Dharamshala and gave my first shot with Jordan in front of me and Imtiaz behind the camera and felt at ease,
Yeah.
I was like, how is this possible? How can you be at such ease?
Yeah.
And those are the moments where you realize that
This is it.
Pyar hai. Like, this is love.
This process of like you first auditioning and now getting to narration, it's very overwhelming.
You know, I still haven't I still get a jhatka every time my manager tells me that we have this narration set up, you know, with XYZ person, because for me auditioning has been life. It has been, it's like muscle memory. You know, you feel like to get an opportunity, of course you have to audition. Everyone at Z, for example, with Om, told me that they called me, gave me this 20-minute snippet narration, and I'm almost like, "Acha sir, to main kya karu ab?" You know, they're like, "Kuch mat karo. We want you to be a leading girl.
Okay.
Yes or no, bolo."
Oh, that's how.
And I'm like, you want me to do like action stunts? You've never seen me do action. How do you have the faith?
Yeah.
They said we've seen all the skill, all the sincerity that we needed to in Dil Bechara. We know you have what we want.
How did you bag the upcoming films like
Dhak
Dhak
Dhak.
Dhak?
Taapsee called me
Okay.
and said, I have this story I want you to read. And when someone gives me a script, even if I'm shooting for 16 hours, that script will be read that night. So I don't take time to read. I don't sit over a script. But the ones that I fall in love with, I read in one sitting. Matlab, it'll be over in 3 hours.
Right.
Dhak Dhak was one of those.
One of them.
I called her the next morning.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask who else is in the film. I didn't ask when are we shooting. I was like,
I'm in it. You know what I feel is, where do you find your fun time? What is the fun Sanjana behind all the seriousness?
My friends call me Funjana.
Oh,
Legit, that's my name. It's Funjana.
where is the Funjana?
Because that's my alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
so
Funjana unleashes herself all the time.
Where and what does she do?
A team of human beings who will tell you stories that are... It's so scary because I ping pong between these two extreme versions.
Yeah.
So it is like split personality almost.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's torturous for my team that this goof turns into this one, like, we need to get these 18 things done person, and then is also like butter chicken और दाल खाते हैं और फिर nap लेते हैं.
Yeah, and chill करते हैं. That kind of a scene.
Yeah.
I know about your foodie stories. I mean, you're a
Has to be
full-on foodie.
Oh yeah.
And that reminds me, gets me to a Mumbai Delhi thing completely.
Yeah.
Now that you're like
Mumbaikar.
safe to say?
Safe to
say a Mumbaikar. There has to be, I know from heart you're always going to be this Delhi girl. But what about Mumbai has actually made you fall in love with it?
You know what everyone says? That feeling of being whoever you want to be on its streets. I feel like Bombay is that place where you are free. And I don't just mean that because I live alone or, you know, now I'm financially independent or any of those things. But in terms of as a person, the people here, everyone, at least the ones that we're surrounded by, I feel so lucky. These creative geniuses, these talented photographers, stylists, so on and so forth. I feel like it allows you to grow and prosper.
Right. And in this busy schedule, where do you find time for relationships?
No time is being found. A single life is being led.
And you're very like okay with it.
I don't know, I don't know if I'm okay or not okay, or you know. I'm too intense. I feel like when I'm in a relationship, it does consume a lot of me. And I guess there is less headspace right now for that. I just feel that I used to hear actors that I look up to say these things, and it's crazy now that I feel them myself.
Yeah.
Because I used to hear that, you know, you go away for so long.
How to stay in touch?
We're a torturous partner to have, which is why then eventually you begin to think that, can actors only date actors? Because we're only as crazy as each other.
Yeah.
Like,
would you date an actor?
At now, I think I may. I think in the last interview, I told you no chance.
Can't date an actor.
It'll be a nerd, it'll be a banker from somewhere.
Who will be available.
But now I totally think I can date an actor. There's so many things about our world and our life and our job that only we can get.
Yeah.
You can't put everything into words, right? So if your partner just intrinsically understands, then
it blends well, basically.
Yeah.
So before we jump on to the second segment, which we'll do it over there, and I'm going to tell you what the challenge is.
Okay,
let's head there. like you can see, I'm going to make you bake today. At least not bake, but I'm going to make you do the frosting.
I wasn't given the memo that this is going to turn into torture chamber.
This is not, but it has a twist.
Okay.
So the twist is that there are few pictures, there are 4 levels that we need to replicate.
Okay.
So this is level 1,
Okay.
level 2 and there's level 3. Okay.
I am level minus in baking.
I have never baked. I have never baked. Okay.
Let's do this.
Listen, someone has cheated. This is not the nozzle for it.
What do you mean?
I don't have this. It's flat. 1 second. मुझे दे दो कोई.
It wasn't me.
This is not fair. This is so easy for her.
Hey,
Okay.
don't take away from my talent.
This is not.
Oh! You dare! You dare!
1 second. You see how it's looking. You see how it's looking.
Oh shit! I
have
tempted my own
total-
cake.
Yeah, you clearly have won round 1 and I'm not really happy about it.
There was never a fight here.
Yeah.
This was a battle already won.
It was really sad. So, okay, I gave this one to you. I just lost it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Oh,
For
a
you.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Sure.
कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ
कुछ
खोना
खोना
पड़ता
पड़ता
है. Okay, but second thing is going to be this.
Oh,
This little cute little smiley. So I
Okay.
think this we make it in colorful colors or whatever. So
Alright.
okay.
Where's the black thing? I want to know where the black thing is.
I
Aina, are you lying?
okay. I'm gonna take that. Okay.
Were you a cheater like this in school?
No, listen. I swear.
Okay, my smileys look like Voldemort's face. Is the update?
I am clearly winning this one. 1 second, guys.
I think 10 marks for effort.
Okay, now I admit this. Come on. Don't you? I win the second round, guys.
But look at this guy.
Clearly.
He's so cute.
Guys, vote. Okay, now next we're going to the third round. Second round I've won in my head.
Yeah,
already.
in your head.
Now we're getting the third cake, and this is the third round, which is the most difficult. Is the unicorn.
Oh my god.
I
You
think
do
it's
realize
totally-
we don't have the colors for this stuff.
This.
This is I'm accepting defeat
Okay. Even I am for this one, but I'm still going to give
because
it a
this
try.
involves cake stuff and drawing. It's too much.
It's too much, yeah. Were you a good art student?
Not really.
So what would you tell your art teacher? Like, did you have art as a subject?
Yeah.
in
I mean,
school?
we had compulsory like art class,
Huh.
and I always wanted to make like Picasso level stuff, except that was always in my head.
Listen, which subject, this topper that you were,
Huh.
which subject were you like acing all the time?
My favorite subject in the world is psychology. It changed my
Oh.
life. I enjoyed studying it so much. And my least favorite is history.
What are you saying?
Horrible.
Why? History is so much fun.
I like political history,
Oh.
but I don't enjoy. Like I used to find it impossible to mug up history.
Are you good with maths? मैं बात करती ही रह गई और उसने केक बना ली. मैं फिर भी कंप्लीट करूंगी. One
so
second.
good, man. What is that?
It's my unicorn.
That looks like a unicorn who has been constipated for many days. I have clearly. Also, we don't have a jury.
Yeah, we don't have a jury team.
Come on, guys,
Pinkvilla.
who wins this?
Team Pinkvilla. You're a very
What's my victory song in the show?
Rashtra Kavachom.
Saanse dene aana.
Yeah. Sprinkler.
Let's salt bathe this guy.
Yeah, we'll add some finishing.
So, a one-sided challenge that has been brutally won by me.
I give that to you because yeah, this clearly isn't a unicorn and that wasn't. But come on, guys, you can give me the second.
Okay, take
round.
it.
The
Take
smiley
it.
one, I think.
I am as a concessionary consolation prize giving you
Thank
the
you.
second round.
This was truly fun. Did you enjoy it?
So much fun.
Are you going to attempt baking?
No.
Okay, probably we'll meet super soon and do some more fun activities during your next film.
Yes,
Sure.
I can't wait. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me. It was a great time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just had a blast with Aina on Generation Next where I demolished her in a baking challenge. It was very fun and very satisfying. But you guys don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla.